Hello. How's it going? I'm so happy. This is the show, honestly. In my, this is the portrait show that I would put together. Just somebody screenshot all three of these pages. So I don't know if Erica mentioned this, but this is my first attempt at curating. And so it was really nerve-wracking, but I had so many amazing works come my way. And yeah, it was just like, I wanted to create a show that kind of brought folks together from all different kind of points in their career and, different backgrounds, and just like celebrating just like the diversity of it all. So I kind of kept it open, and then once I kind of picked the works for the show, I just started kind of seeing how, although the works are different, how they were in conversation with each other, although you all have maybe never met each other. So I'll be interested to kind of see how you take how I curated it and kind of sequence things. I feel like this is also kind of a learning experience for me. So I offer you to, give me any feedback that feels constructive. And I guess if anyone has questions for me, I don't know, Erica, should we open that up?
Yes.
Now, if anyone has a quick couple comments to make, because then we're going to kind of just open up the gallery.
That's right.
But no pressure. I always say that. Y'all are just like, can we see the show?
I see so many amazing faces.
I know, everyone's so smiley. Hi,
right, people that we have met along the way.
I know.
I love it. I'm going to have to.
Can you tell us why you picked portraiture?
Say again?
Can you tell us why you picked portraiture? And when I read the description, when I was reading it, like that reference.
Portraiture? I don't think I specified. Did I? Good God.
Portraiture.
Or like celebration of that?
Yes.
Just right? Like celebrating Blackness and life and just like basically the future. So.
Afrofuturism?
Not necessarily. Super open.
Well, that's a question I'm glad I got to ask. So now someone else ask.
Thanks, Alex.
Yeah, this is people who we've seen from the very beginning here with us.
I know, Cheryl here. I'm so nervous.
That's right, Dr. Jordan. That's right. Daphne is here. Michon, Patrick, Joshua, Ambrose. This is amazing. People that I've never even met are here that I kind of know, but this is just it's too much. It's too much.
I love it. I can't stop looking. Sorry.
This is so great. Oh.
What up?
Helina. I know Helina, but I've never met her. This is so great. Okay.
Cool. All right. So let's just give the
let's just do it. Let's do it. And of course, keep those comments and questions coming in chat. And Veronica, are we ready? Where's Veronica? Give a wave, Veronica. You ready? Okay, Veronica's ready to hit gallery 1. DJ Scooch is going to play a little background music for us. She will be transitioning between each gallery, so bear with us, friends. It's all our first time, but it turned out beautifully. So congratulations and thank you for being here.
Was it hard to pick pieces without seeing them in person and like how to decide the rooms?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that question?
Was it hard to curate all online, like for the first time your curatorial? Because it seems like it could be a really great thing or it could be really hard. It seems like it could be a double-edged sword that you get to not be able to see the works in person and see how they interact. Was it harder to not be able to see that, or did you actually feel like you had more
I
freedom?
feel like I live on Instagram, so I'm kind of used to viewing work that way. So it didn't seem like a roadblock or anything. Although some things, you know, some people sent film stills, so I had to like explore a little bit more or just like read a bit more about their practice to kind of get the better understanding of it. So hopefully if you guys see something like that, you'll explore as well. But yeah, I kind of sequenced it without seeing it in the space first. And then when I realized it had to be broken up into two spaces, that was a little bit more challenging, just like finding, you know, I guess it kind of split down the middle. But you'll notice like, so there's larger works in the gallery, in one gallery versus the other, but that just kind of was once we loaded them into the space based on the sizes you gave us for the works, that's how they appear.
All right. Okay, so we are going to move on to the gallery, and Veronica is going to take us there, and I think we're good to go. All right, y'all. We are back. That was an amazing show. Kudos to all of you. Right.
So you're happy with it. Okay, good. I was just like trying to be cool, like, yeah, great, they're into it, okay. Looking for the judgment, but everyone was commenting, feeling all the love. You guys, this is your show. So thank you for letting me kind of put it all together, but super strong work. If you got questions, I might have answers. Or if you have questions for each other, I don't know. It seems like you're all figuring it out in the comments, so.
Yeah, really great comments. So if you have a question or a comment, just raise your hand or tell us in chat. We'll unmute you.
It doesn't even have to be a question. If you just want to hear your voice or others to hear your voice. If there was a piece that stood out to you that you want to shout out to the person. I think Jupiter has a question or wants us to hear his voice.
There we go. Hi, everyone. You all are insane. Like, I'm a part of this. That's insane. I'm trying, like, I got my church fan. My pearls have been clutched since it started. I love all you. That's all I want to say. Okay, bye.
Jupiter, did you say you're in Sacktown?
Yes, I am. I'm in Sacktown.
Woo, woo.
Hey.
All right. Anyone else? Oh, Michon, here I come. Hold on. There you go.
Hey, I just want to say, everybody, I can't believe I got picked for this, because looking at the work is just, I'm in awe of all of you. I'm honored to be a part of this. I learned some new names today that, oh my God, like I'm just starting out in the art world. So wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, the work is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful. Anyone else?
I think Taryn might have had something to say.
Where are you, Taryn? There you are. Hold on.
Look for the wall.
Here I go. There you go.
You got 3 weeks on the wallpaper, but first of all, this was an amazing show. There's such beautiful art. I have not attended one of these like digital art gallery opening things or museums yet at this level of quarantine life. And so I was truly stunned. I definitely got all sorts of goosebumps. So thank you all for your work and your contributions. Like it really made my day much better. So Genevieve, my question is for you. Like, what was your favorite part, sort of like curating this collection, right? Like I heard you say earlier, you spend a lot of time on Instagram. So like I do too. So like, what was the best part of doing this? I
mean, okay, so I as I mentioned in the chat, like I'm also working on a show. So like I kind of had to like switch gears and like really focus on you guys and the work that you presented for me. And so I did look up, you know, of course I recognized some of your names. I may have, you know, been in conversation with some folks prior, but then just like to see that you actually submitted work was really amazing. And then I guess the most fun though was just like all of that aside, just looking and finding whether just like the connections between things that didn't seem, or that I tried to push myself to make connections that wouldn't be always super obvious, but at the same time I was thinking of the works as people communicating with one another. That sounds kind of cheesy, but like, you know, it was just like, I was like, whoa, I bet this would never go next to this, but I love that I'm just gonna try it, you know? And I don't think any of us have really done this virtual gallery thing, so we're like kind of all on this for the first time. So I'm glad you guys were into it and following along. I've seen a lot of head nods. I'm seeing a mask. I love the mask.
We've got a question from Yasmin. Where are you, Yasmin? Okay, I'm coming, girl. Here I go.
Hi. First of all, I love the range of work. I have a comment and then a question. But I love to see shows where there's like a range of like people and like where they are in their career, like recognizable versus like less. I love seeing that. I feel like I don't see it enough. So thanks for doing that. That's like really nice to see. My question is just really simple. Like what kind of surprised you? I think I know sometimes like, you know, you go into a venture or whatever, and you might have like certain, I don't know, like subconscious thoughts about what you might be seeing, but like what was really, you know, what surprised you? You know, was there anything that kind of, you know, that about the process and going through the work that maybe you didn't expect, if that happened?
I think the most surprising thing was how many people actually participated. I was like, oh, people are showing up for this. Okay, I gotta actually like pay attention and look at everyone's work, like, and just, yeah, like noticing that everyone was kind of in different parts of their career, but I was like, I'm gonna put that aside and just bring it all together, because that's what's exciting about it. And for the folks that haven't really had a chance to show work before, to like have your work next to someone that you maybe really admire, just like that being an exciting move to make. So thanks for noticing and appreciating that. But just really, yeah, when you guys started, once the list came out and you all just started posting about it, I was like, oh, they're actually like really into this. I didn't really think that's me. That's my issues. Bring that up in therapy next week.
Imposter syndrome never goes away. I mean, that's speaking for myself. I've resigned to accepting that it's like going to be like an annoying neighbor that's always going to be there. And I'm just like, hey, how's it going? I see you, but you don't affect me.
So thanks for reminding me that, you know, I guess that my opinions matter, at least when it when it brings people together in a positive way.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions or comments? Trying to scroll through everybody, so if you're waving at me and I don't see you, it just means I haven't seen you yet.
I still got that Luther song in my head, so I'm just like, when's it coming back?
I know. DJ Scooch is tearing it up. Thank you. Anyone? Well, I will say until someone else has something that, yeah, I think it turns out really amazing. We're really obviously so pleased that we have Genevieve here and that she was able to help us as we embark on this new part. You know, we've done a lot in the virtual realm, and I just think that this has turned out really well. So it was another part of this residency that we're really excited about too. Someone asked me in chat how long we will have this up. We will have this up at least until November. Genevieve's show will come down in early December, so we feel that it's appropriate that it be up for as long as she's here. So at least until November, it will be up, and both links will be, you'll be able to access them from our website as well. All right. Well, I really appreciate everybody hanging out with us for this hour, and I think we could probably stay here a little bit longer. And with that, we're going to have DJ Scooch stay on for a little bit longer and take us through tunes. And the one link is live. So for Gallery 1, you will be able to access it. For Gallery 2, again, at 8:30, it may look a little different, but it still has the same amazing and beautiful work. I want to thank Genevieve Gaignard. I want to thank all of our artists who submitted, all of the artists who were selected for participating. And we hope that you will keep coming back. Remember, our next opening will actually be the opening of Genevieve's exhibition that culminates her residency, which is a long way from home. So a lot of it is built on what she's been experiencing since she's been here back in Western Mass. And I think you all are going to be just as blown away by what she has created as well as what she curated here. So again, thanks to Genevieve, thanks to all of you for being here and participating. And we hope that what's most important is that we help you to sustain your practice. That's what this is all about, that you stay connected and you keep doing your work. And however we can help you do that, that is what we want to do. So stay well, be well.